Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Alicia, if this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. All right, so we have a home decor video. I don't think I've ever done a home decor video. It's gonna be a home decor slash updates that we've made to the house. You guys know that we moved in to this house May of last year. Yes, I was 5.5 months pregnant moving into a house. What was I thinking? But we knew we needed the extra space, and we knew we wanted to have a nice yard for Alexander to be able to play with. So this is probably a long video in the making, and we're not done. There are still things that we want to do, updates that we want to make, and I'll kind of show you guys that as we go out through around the house. I'm not going to show you guys all the house because, like I said, there are still some updates that we want to make, but these are just some things that we've done either as soon as we moved in, a couple of months later, 2 months ago, that we've done to the house just to kind of make it our own. I don't think we've ever gone into a house. This is the third house that we've been in, the third house that we've bought, the fifth place that we've been in as a married couple, that I haven't done something to the house to make it more homey feeling. So like I said, I'm just gonna start, we'll start here in the kitchen, we'll just move around the house and I'll show you guys what we've done. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do before and afters. If I can, I'll try to pop up a video or a photo or something. I was just ready to just like immediately get in and make the space our own. So let's just start in the dining area. All right, one of the main things that we did immediately, I feel like the previous owner, they were really into like farmhouse. And when I saw this house, I immediately saw modern. So one of the first things that we did was we changed the light fixture, and you'll see throughout the different rooms that I go in, the light fixtures were, I want to say we changed every single light fixture in here, just because, like I said, her style was more farmhouse and I was really going for more modern. So we went with this one, got this one from Home Depot for less than $200. Love the way that it looks and it feels. So that was one of the main things that we did. Also, I think this goes without, well, probably not without saying, we also repainted the entire house. It was white, but it was the paint, it was, you can tell where certain money was spent and then certain money wasn't spent, and painting the house was one of those you just throw it up there. I have nephews, I have a son, I needed something that was scrubbable, stain proof, all that kind of thing. So one of the first things that we did, we weren't even in here for a week and they repainted the entire house. It's I'll link it below. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like a whisper gray or something like that, but we got it from Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember. I want to say Lowe's. But I'll link the paint color in the description box, and I like it because it's not a heavy gray. It's kind of like a light airy gray. So that is one of the things that you'll see throughout the entire house, was that we did paint the entire house gray. So yes, we changed the light fixture in here, and then as far as the decor, this is recent. So I did have no color. And then if you guys remember the previous house, I had a little bit of color, and I didn't want to do green on this house because I did it last year, or with the last one, and I was like, oh, mustard yellow. I think it will make the black and in the creams that I already have in the house pop. So we went with yellow. I just got these mustard yellow bar stools in. I am absolutely obsessed with them. Got them from Wayfair. They do come in a pack of 2, so we actually had to get a total of 4. But we have the fourth one downstairs. We'll either give it to a friend or we'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace. So that is one thing that we did. So I didn't really have much on the table, to be honest. This, because of how wide, of how long the table is. The table did come from Crate and Barrel, and I'll link that below. But the actual tablescape, it was very daunting. It was intimidating because we have this really, really long ceiling fixture, and I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to be too much but not over the top. Like, I wanted it to be much but not too much. So I played around with it a little bit. Me and my sister went through a couple of like home goods stores and ended up on this, and I was a little like iffy until the dining chairs came in, and I'm like, oh my god, I absolutely love it. It's got the yellow elements that are sitting off in an oblong, this oblong bowl. All of this came from Home Goods. This entire tablescape came from Home Goods, and then that paired with the mustard yellow in the dining chairs, absolutely obsessed. And then one of the things that we recently added, literally just yesterday I found that we hung them up, are these oblong mirrors. We did have two paintings here that we've had for a while. I didn't like them, one, because we had them really high up, and then two, I just didn't really think it meshed well with the entirety of the space, especially now that we have the mustard yellow going on. So I got these two from Home Goods. They were either $30 or $40 a piece. We have them on both sides of the this little window area, and I just love how, like, when you walk in, it just feels, they say that mirrors make the space feel open, and it definitely does. So I love that these kind of like rounded out the space. That's the dining area. Let's move into the kitchen. All right, so surprisingly, the kitchen is one of those things that we didn't really do a lot to. Of course, we painted the entire kitchen area. The only thing that I did in the kitchen was I replaced all the knobs. So she had silver knobs on everything, and I'll try to maybe pull up a picture if I can find them. And I just decided that I really wanted to do black. When I decided that I wanted blacks and creams, and you'll see because the fireplace is black, I really wanted to incorporate a little bit more black. So I just literally just replaced all of the silver fixtures with black. I got them from Amazon, and I can link them below, and that was it. The only thing that I did specifically was I did a lot more organization, especially in the pantry, but that's just because I'm just an organized person. So not that much going on in here, really not a lot of decor space. I try, notice I'm saying try because I have a husband, to keep the countertops clear, just because I like for it to feel nice and open. I don't want it to feel like a lot of junk on the countertops. So for the most part, they are clear, and then you have this bar area, which I'm low-key obsessed with. I want to say all of the organization stuff came from Amazon, so I can link that. William has his tea kettle over here for his tea, and it just looks nice. I wanted to keep it black just to kind of match the black knobs, but that's probably my favorite space in the kitchen, is the coffee area. So yeah, that's all that we have in the kitchen. Let's move over into the living space. Okay, this living space is probably one of my favorites. We didn't do a lot of changing as far as like updates. The only thing that we physically did in this space was, of course, do the paint. We will add a fan. There is a space here for a fan, and I just think she just didn't want to add it, or she took it away. So I do want to get a fan in here, not anything too extra because it does overlook the dining space, and I don't want the two light fixtures to kind of clash with each other, pretend like they're competing. But I just feel like a nice fan lighting combination works really great in here. As far as some of the design elements, I got both of my couches from Value Furniture, I think. I got the two black chairs from Home Depot. As far as the end tables, I knew that I like to have a lot of storage, just because I don't want to have a lot of junk sitting outside on top. And so Alexandra's toys, our laptops when we're done working for the day, miscellaneous stuff, I really wanted there to be a space for that. So these two black tables are actually quote-unquote nightstands. Also, I don't like when you come in and see people's shoes. I don't like for people, especially now that Alexander is walking around and, well, crawling, soon to be walking, y'all help me. But now that he's like crawling around, I don't like for people to come in and to have their shoes on. So I want them to come in and immediately take their shoes off, but I also don't want to see it. So I got this 3-piece set from Wayfair. It's got the little 2 stools over here by the door, so when people come in, you immediately just put your shoes in there. And then the big one that we have by the fireplace, that is holding all of his toys, and it makes me so happy that when he's out and he's crawling, it can be nice and colorful and messy, but then when he goes to bed, there is a space to house his toys without it being so messy in the living room. So absolutely love that. The 2 bookshelves I love. I got one from Wayfair and then the other one from Home Depot. Just really good design elements. My coffee table also came from Home Depot, and I've just been gathering coffee table books, some combination of Amazon and Home Goods, just something to give a little bit of decoration. As far as things that I'm going to add in later, I'm not sure if I'm obsessed with the painting that's sitting right there. I think I want to put that in our bedroom, and I'll show you that in a second, or I want to put it along the stairs, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm now rethinking that painting, not as throwing it away. There's definitely a space somewhere in the house, but I think I want to do something different over there. I just don't know what, and until I know what is going to stay there. So that's one of those that I'll give you guys an update, or just like randomly in the vlog when you guys will see it. But for right now, that painting, I'm not sold on it, so we'll see. So this is the space that I was saying, like, this was plain, and I really wanted to bring in some more black elements, because you guys see that the fireplace is black. Like, I feel like if I would have came in this house and this fireplace was a different color, I probably would have picked a different color for like my heavy design or my heavy like decorating element. But you got the fireplace, you got the black staircase, and so I really wanted to like hone in on that dark. So my sister did this wallpaper. I want to say I got the wallpaper from either, I can't remember, Home Goods, Wayfair, Overstock, All Modern. That seems to be like my go-to. So I got it from there. She put it up there. Absolutely love it. Like I said, it gives a little contrast and a little something to like the all gray walls that we currently have. So definitely love that. So like I said, I might move the painting in the living room over here or move it into our master bedroom, but that's what we have going on in this space. Oh, I want to show you guys the patio because that's something that recently got done. We didn't do much out here. The only thing that we really did was we repainted and restained, and that happened this week. So you can see the barbecue grill is still out here. We have Axel, you guys know, he's a very large dog with very large paws, and so when he was coming up on the patio and he was scratching, it was stain, it was, you know, taking the paint off of it because it wasn't scratch proof, waterproof, all that kind of stuff. So we did just hire a guy to come in and restain it, repainted it this nice black color, and then we have the bottom, the gray color. We still kept the furniture that we had at the old house, but the cushions were patio, not outdoors, so when it got wet, they were completely soaked. So I just recently gave those away, and then we ordered some Sunbellow waterproof cushions from either Wayfair or Overstock, I can't remember, and so I went ahead and measured them correctly, so they will go in here, and then his barbecue grill will go back right there. And then we had a table set over here. We never used it. It clearly was a patio because it was getting rusted, so we gave it away. Don't know if we're going to replace the table right here, but for the mean part, that's just going to stay empty. The only other thing that we are going to do out here is that you guys can't tell because it's video. It is very, very hot out here, so it's very hard to enjoy this space. So we do have a consultation for a sunsetter. It's a retractable awning, so they have given us an estimate. So that's the one thing that we are going to add out here. We didn't want it to be completely covered because, especially for game day, we have a very large projector, and so we project the game up there, and people are outside and people are chilling and all that kind of stuff, because there's this patio, and then off of William's man cave is that patio that we had built. So we kind of like to be outside and chilling, so we are going to get a retractable awning to be able to enjoy it, and then you know, when game comes on, we can be able to take it back to enjoy it on the house. So that's what we have done out here in this area. Okay, so I feel like the porch has gotten probably the most updates, and I do have a video of this. So the house before, when we bought it, that wasn't painted. It was basically, you guys know that this is painted white. So if you don't paint it white, it's just a regular red brick. That's what was right here. It was like regular concrete, and then you could see the red brick, and I knew, like, I love this house, but I told William, I said, as soon as we move in, I am changing this. We went and tried to get the white to match here, and it just was, it wasn't looking cute. It was looking weird. You can clearly tell that they weren't the same whites, and I was like, let's just paint it black. And when I tell you guys that it has changed the way that this front porch looks, I'm obsessed. So we painted it black, got two black planters right here. I have my ferns, and then we have this black set that my mother-in-law got. I want to say she got it from Walmart, so I will link it below, and it's just, love it. The one thing that I do love out here is that because this house is, I want to say, west facing, this place, our front porch stays shaded for most of the day. Like I said, it's right at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and it is still shaded because the sun rises up and then sets like that. So it sets over on the other side of the house. So this is just a really nice place to come out and just relax. I love being out here. when the dog's running out here. It's just really nice. And this is one of the ones that I am absolutely obsessed with. All right, so this is another one of those updates. So the same people that painted the porch black, I said, hey, can you paint the garage doors black? Because the garage doors were white, and I don't know how much you got black, you can see the details, but they were white, but it didn't really match, so it kind of looked off. So I was like, hey, can you paint them black? And then it matches. And it was so funny that after they painted them, they weren't even like this for 3 days before we had some of the neighbors was like, oh my God, we love what you guys did to the outside of the house. The black on this garage with the black on the porch, and then you have the black shutters with the black roof. It's just a vibe. Okay, so we're in the bathroom. The only, like I said, of course, paint. We did not change the light fixtures in here. That is on my to-do list. I really want to get something black, but for right now, actually I don't know, because the silver, the mirror is silver, and then the light fixtures are silver, so I feel like it's okay for those silver fixtures to be in here. So besides painting, you guys have already seen our IKEA closet. You've already seen my vanity closet. The only other thing that we've added both in here and then also in the laundry room upstairs, and I'll show you pop up a video in that, is that we added these floating, well, we added these shelves. This bathroom doesn't really have a linen closet. There's not really an actual linen closet, and so there was nowhere to really put towels. We have sponges, toothbrush, toothpaste, extra sheets. There was just really nowhere to put it. And so we had the same people, of course, that did the porch. It's just a general contractor. We had him add shelves. He wanted to add them all the way up there, and I'm like, bruh, I'm not gonna be able to reach all the way up there. Let's just do 4. So added 4 in here and then painted them white. And then upstairs, I'll show you guys really quickly, in the laundry room, because of the floors we had those are black. So love that. So this is a laundry room that I actually converted into a vanity area, because there is a laundry room upstairs with all the bedrooms. So I did convert this. William has added his collection. And then, like I said, it was just an existing space, something extra for me to put my shoes and my accessories, and then a mirror. Hello. Maybe if I do this way. I know that I want to add something, I just don't know what. I know I don't want a gallery wall, but I'm thinking like some really, really large portraits the length of the hallway. I know I definitely want to do that. So that's all that's up here. There are 2 bedrooms over here that I didn't do much in, and then there's an entire basement downstairs. All right, so guys, that is it. There is some other spaces that we haven't gotten to, but we really were just focused on the high traffic areas. So there are still, like I said, some updates. The library is, I want this done so bad. And when these people are giving me quotes and they're like, well, it takes 6 to 8 weeks just for the windows, and I'm like, I kind of wanted you to do it this weekend. But it's teaching me patience. So the library is definitely on our to-do list. Like I said, I'm trying to sort out the paintings in here in the living space. I'm trying to also sort out the paintings in our master bedroom. What are some other things I want to do? I would really like to stain the floors, if you guys can see right there, or just throughout the video. It's just a natural wood stain. I really want them like a light stain, like basically to almost match the dining table. But we got a quote on that, and I was like, oh, it's either, it's that at this point in our budget, it's either get the floor stained and then do some of the other things in the house, or get the library and do a few of things. And I've chosen my library. I'm going to choose my library anytime. And then I also think that in terms of resale, that will add more like quote unquote cash value, or just like property value, to have that sunroom and space off of the master. I just think it's going to be so cute, especially when I can hang my plants, because your nephew is, I mean, killing my plants. It's the plants are afraid of him right now. They're quivering in their roots whenever he crawls by. Anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this home decor. If I can link it, I will link it. If I can't link the exact same thing, like this gold shelf that's sitting in the dining room, because it's been sold out for Rooms to Go for years, I will try to find a good substitute, compliment, suggestion, and we'll make sure that I put that in the description box. So if you have made it to this far in the video, you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. But I'm gonna catch you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock. Later.